Israeli Army declares Gaza City dangerous combat zone. The Israeli army has declared Gaza City a dangerous combat zone as it prepares to seize control of the enclave's largest urban center nearly 2 years into the war. The escalation signals the prospect of intensified clashes, with growing warnings of a worsening humanitarian catastrophe. Turkey halts trade, closes airspace to Israel over Gaza war. Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan announced that Ankara has suspended all trade with Israel and closed its airspace to Israeli aircraft, in protest of the ongoing war in Gaza. Fidan stressed that a just resolution is only possible through the establishment of an independent Palestinian state under the two-state solution framework. Indonesia president apologizes after deadly police shooting sparks protests. Mass protests broke out in Jakarta and several other cities after a motorcycle taxi driver was killed when struck by a police vehicle, sparking clashes with security forces and a sharp drop in the rupiah and stock market. President Prabowo Subianto issued an apology, ordered a transparent investigation, and called on citizens to remain calm amid mounting public anger at the government. Damascus Fair returns after 6-year break despite Israeli strikes. The Syrian authorities inaugurated the Damascus International Fair with the participation of Arab and international delegations, marking its first return since 2019. The wide attendance was seen as a message of defiance and determination to revive economic activity, despite Israeli warplanes flying overhead and strikes hitting areas near the exhibition grounds. Bangladesh hosts International Conference on Rohingya Crisis Solution. On the 8th anniversary of the violence in Myanmar that forced hundreds of thousands of Rohingya to flee, Bangladesh hosted an international conference in Cox's Bazar. Interim leader Muhammad Yunus urged the global community to establish a roadmap ensuring the safe and dignified return of refugees to Rakhine State, warning that Dhaka can no longer bear the economic and environmental burdens of the crisis amid shrinking humanitarian aid. France returns Malagasy leaders' skulls after 128 years. France has repatriated 3 historic skulls to Madagascar, including one believed to belong to King Tawera, the last independent leader of the Menabe region who was killed by French colonial forces in 1897. Madagascar's Minister of Culture described the move as the closure of a 128-year open wound, stressing that the remains are not mere artifacts but symbols linking the nation's present to its past. Thai Constitutional Court ousts Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra. The Constitutional Court removed Shinawatra from office following the leak of a controversial phone call with former Cambodian leader Hun Sen. The ruling marks another major blow to the Shinawatra dynasty, whose leaders have repeatedly been ousted from power in recent years. U.S. deploys warships to Venezuela. Washington has deployed warships and a nuclear submarine off the coast of Venezuela, citing an effort to combat drug cartels. Analysts, however, argue the maneuver reflects a wider strategy to assert U.S. dominance in the region. Brazil rejects appointment of Israel's new ambassador. Brazil has refused the appointment of Gali Dagon as Israel's new ambassador, underscoring growing diplomatic tensions between the two countries. The decision follows Brazil's withdrawal from the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance and its support for South Africa's genocide case against Israel at the International Court of Justice.